But we have the management of the company joining us on the phone line. Mr. Sanjeev Agarwal, CEO of Gitanjali Exports Corporation, is joining us from Mumbai. Mr. Agarwal, thank you so much for speaking with us at NDTV Profit. Now, Gitanjali Gem's second quarter earnings are quite impressive, and post the second quarter, now we've got the festive season coming through. What kind of sales growth have you seen during this period, Dhanteras, Diwali, and so on?
Well, the festive period has been very good for the jewelry sector collectively, and what has really helped in terms of festive sale has been a drop in gold prices around the Akshaya Tritiya period, and even last week and early part of this week there's been slight correction in gold prices, which means that the festive period sales have been extended to this week as well. We've been seeing good buying. Across the board, the average increase, same-store sales has been in the region of from 20 to 25%. And what is more encouraging is this year we've seen, for at least our brands of Nakshtra, Gili, we've seen a phenomenal growth and demand for diamond jewelry. The fact that the diamond jewelry prices have remained same for the last 4 years, 5 years, compared to gold prices, diamond has become value for money to that extent. So the demand for diamond has improved. The other interesting factor is that our e-com sales have gone up by over 240% compared to last year's same period. The buyers, although jewelry e-com as a percentage of the overall market is still comparatively small compared to apparels, shoes and various other categories, but yet it is picking up significantly. And for brands like us, where there is a inert comfort level of Nakshtra, Gili brands, the consumers are willing to buy our jewelry on the e-com websites, both the other marketplaces like Snapdeal, Flipkart, etc., as well as our own e-com websites and another marketplace called jewelsook.com.
Right.
So that's very interesting consumer behavior that we've seen.
Right. Mr. Agarwal, can you put some numbers on the kind of growth that you've seen during this festive period compared to what it was last year? And can you compare it to what the industry growth has been this year?
I can't give you absolute numbers. It's a bit too early to say that. And like I'm saying, we are seeing the improvement in sales even as we talk because of the gold price movement corrections and improved walk-ins. But the industry-wise feedback has been that while North and West has done quite well, in South has been a little sluggish and flattish, and East has also been a marginal growth of about 10%. But North and Western region has done very, very well for other players also. Right.
Now, you said that you've seen a good demand in your diamond and studded jewelry. But if you look at your second quarter earnings, there the diamond jewelry sales growth was not as good as the regular gold jewelry. And the profitability also was not much lower. Can you explain this, and is this set to change in the rest of the year?
Well, like I mentioned, the diamonds jewelry sales this quarter has been much better. And when you look at the numbers that you're talking about, it's a collection of both wholesale as well as retail sales. And it takes time for the wholesale pipeline to grow, whereas retail you can see an offtake right away at our own points of sale.
Right. Also wanted to understand from you that what is it looking like now going ahead for the marriage season? Because, you know, we saw good pickup in gold imports in the month of June, July, but, you know, since September onwards, gold imports have fallen. Yes, they've fallen because the price of gold has also fallen. But what is the stock situation like, and what kind of demand are you expecting for the marriage season?
The market trends are that the gold price is going to be soft, and there were consumers who were holding back on retail purchase in the month of September, October. That's where you saw, although the pipeline stocks had increased amongst the retail and the wholesale sector, the offtake was sluggish. Now that the prices have corrected somewhat, and with the prices remaining around these levels, we expect a good season going forward from where we stand today. But like I said, what's also interesting is diamond offtake has been improving because of the fact that the price of diamond has been stable, and actually, if you compare it to gold, has been a value for money now.
Right. The last time I spoke with you, we discussed exports and how, at least diamond exports were suffering because of fall in demand from China. What is the situation for exports now, for jewelry exports? Your company does that. And what we are anecdotally picking up is that Christmas exports have not picked up, and this is going to hit jewelry exports as well.
Well, the 3-4 main markets where diamond-studded jewelry exports take place is US, which is the largest market in the world, accounting for more than about $60 billion of jewelry sales, followed by China, and then India, and then the Middle East and European countries. As far as diamond jewelry is concerned, Japan is also a big market. So what we've seen is the US sales have improved. We also enjoy the benefit of having one of the top 10 retail network in the US, where Gitanjali Group owns a company called Samuel's, which has over 110 stores across major cities in the US. So our sales and offtake in those stores have also improved, and we expect it to improve further. The European market has remained sluggish. Japan has been slow. So it's a mixed bag.
Right. But you said that, diamond jewelry is seeing a strong pickup. So what does this mean for your margins? Because I understand that studded jewelry margins are better. By the end of this year, what will your margins look like compared to where they are now?
Well, the endeavor of the company is to improve on margins, but the overall business composition consists of trading, manufacturing, as well as retail. So with the strategy to reduce, not necessarily reduce, but increase emphasis on diamond-studded jewelry, going forward, there will definitely be an improvement, but it needs investment, and you don't see immediate results because there's an investment in advertising, marketing, and other costs as well. Although, like you rightly said, margins on studded jewelry is higher, but there's a higher amount of investment in brand building.
Right. Mr. Agarwal, the government recently announced export incentive package where interest subvention of the tune of 3% will be given to exporters in the small and medium scale sectors. Will your company stand to benefit? How much will this cut on your finance costs, which have been quite large?
Right. Well, the benefit of interest subvention was being given by the government for the last 3-4 years, and no decision was being taken to extend this facility. We're still waiting a clarification on the eligibility factor, but we expect the company to be covered on this, because in the past we have been getting this facility, and it will help us going forward be more competitive in terms of our export thrust.
Right, but very quickly, should you be eligible, how much of cost will you save when it comes to financing?
Well, I don't have that number offhand, so we can get back later.
All right. Mr. Agarwal, thank you so much for speaking with us at NDTV Profit, giving us details of what the festive season has been for Gitanjali Gems.